This weekend, November felt more like the dead of winter, catching many off guard with its sudden intensity and icy grip. A historic snowstorm buried the Midwest, Great Lakes, and Ohio Valley under a thick, relentless blanket of snow, transforming entire regions overnight. This wasn't your average early-season dusting. This was a powerful, well-organized system that shattered November snowfall records in multiple cities, leaving meteorologists and residents alike in awe. The storm's intensity and timing made it a rare event, one that will be remembered for years, as communities struggled to dig out, and news crews documented the aftermath. What set this storm apart was its strength so early in the season, tapping into abundant moisture and a blast of Arctic air, creating the perfect recipe for a record-breaking event. The result? Extremely heavy snow, with the storm moving slowly and dumping snow over the same areas for hours, causing accumulations to reach levels rarely seen in November. Autumn landscapes vanished overnight, replaced by a deep, white winter wonderland. Parks, yards, and city streets were transformed beyond recognition. From Iowa to Michigan, life ground to a halt as snow fell at rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour, stranding travelers and making roads nearly impassable. Major highways closed, flights were canceled, and people were urged to stay home. Cities and towns came to a standstill, waiting for the storm to pass. This storm was a stark reminder that winter can arrive with full force before the season officially begins, catching even seasoned locals by surprise. The memory of this storm will linger long after the snow melts, as neighbors share stories and children play in the remnants of the blizzard. November 29th and 30th, 2025, will go down in weather history as the days when winter arrived early and with a vengeance. More than just a snowstorm, it was a signal of what's to come this winter, hinting at a season that could be filled with more surprises. The same atmospheric patterns remain, hinting at a cold, snowy season ahead, with forecasters warning residents to prepare for more extreme weather. This storm was just the opening act, setting the stage for a challenging winter that may test communities and infrastructure alike. A deep snowpack and bitter cold are now settling in, promising more to come as winter tightens its grip on the region. Every major storm has an origin, a moment when the atmosphere begins to stir and something extraordinary takes shape. For this storm, it all began over Colorado as a simple low-pressure system, almost unremarkable at first glance. As it drifted southeast into Texas and Oklahoma, it tapped into a deep reservoir of Gulf moisture, fueling its rapid and dramatic growth. Loaded with moisture, the storm turned sharply northeast, tracking through Illinois and into Michigan, putting millions of people directly in its path and threatening widespread disruption. Its central pressure dropped quickly, a classic sign of a strengthening winter cyclone, signaling that something big was brewing. The jet stream dipped far to the south, carving out a deep trough that allowed the storm to intensify even further, drawing in more energy from the upper atmosphere. At the same time, frigid Arctic air plunged southward from Canada, clashing violently with the warm, moist air from the Gulf, a recipe for explosive weather. This dramatic collision set the stage for a historic snow event right over the heart of the Midwest, where cities braced for impact. The storm's path was perfectly aligned to draw in all the necessary ingredients, creating a perfect storm scenario. Its slow, lumbering movement maximized snowfall totals, wringing out every drop of moisture as heavy, wet snow blanketed the landscape. Meteorologists tracked the system for days, watching as computer models consistently predicted a major, potentially record-breaking event. By the time it reached the Great Lakes, it had become a fully mature and dangerous winter storm, unleashing blizzard conditions across the region. The storm's explosive development was a textbook example of a winter powerhouse, studied by meteorologists for years to come. Its journey from the towering Rockies to the vast Midwest was guided by larger atmospheric patterns, a reminder of nature's immense power. This was a storm built for the record books, a true winter giant whose legacy would be remembered for years. This wasn't just any snowstorm, it was the result of a rare and remarkable combination of weather ingredients, coming together in just the right way to create something extraordinary. First, the air held up to 250% more moisture than normal for November, thanks to a deep plume from the Gulf of Mexico. This surge of moisture provided the raw material for heavy snowfall, saturating the atmosphere far beyond what's typical for this time of year. Second, a powerful mass of Arctic air from the polar vortex plunged south, ensuring all precipitation fell as snow. This frigid air not only turned rain to snow, but also made the snow light and powdery, perfect for piling up quickly. The interaction between this deep moisture and intense cold created an efficient snowmaking machine, with every flake adding to the growing drifts. Third, a blocking high over the Pacific forced the jet stream to dive south, locking the storm's track in place. This unusual pattern kept the storm system from moving away, allowing it to dump snow over the same areas for hours. This setup allowed the storm to rapidly intensify and maximize its impact, turning a typical winter event into something far more severe and memorable. When you combine record moisture, Arctic cold, and a favorable blocking pattern, you get a monster storm, one that meteorologists rarely see and communities never forget. It's rare to see all these features align, especially in November when most people are still preparing for winter, not digging out from it. The result: widespread, heavy snow and blizzard conditions that brought daily life to a standstill and tested the limits of local infrastructure. This storm was a testament to the power of nature and atmospheric coincidence, a reminder that even in the modern era, weather can still surprise us. The convergence of these factors made for a truly historic winter blast, shattering records and leaving a lasting mark on the region's memory. It's a powerful reminder of how quickly the right ingredients can create a weather event for the ages, one that will be talked about for years to come. The storm's heaviest snow targeted a corridor from northeastern Iowa through northwestern Illinois into southern Wisconsin. Here, snow fell relentlessly for hours, with rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. Cities like Cedar Rapids and Des Moines saw 9 to 12 inches. But the jackpot was near Platteville, Wisconsin and Galena, Illinois, with up to 15 inches. Some isolated spots likely saw even more. Beyond the bullseye, Madison, Milwaukee and Rockford were also hit hard, with totals near a foot. As the storm moved northeast, heavy snow bands shifted into northern Indiana, Ohio, and lower Michigan. The snow was heavy and wet, heart-attack snow, making shoveling difficult and weighing down trees and power lines. Widespread power outages followed as branches snapped under the weight. For those in the storm's path, cleanup will be long and challenging. This was more than just a lot of snow, it was a burdensome, disruptive event. The storm's impact on daily life was immediate and severe. Major highways closed as snowplows couldn't keep up, and whiteout conditions made travel impossible. Airports like Chicago O'Hare and Detroit Metro saw thousands of flight cancellations, stranding travelers during a busy holiday weekend. At home, heavy snow brought down tree limbs and power lines, leaving tens of thousands without electricity. Schools and businesses closed, and routines were abandoned as people hunkered down. Emergency services struggled to reach those in need, and snowplow drivers worked around the clock. The storm was a stark reminder of how quickly life can stop when nature takes over. The best advice: stay put, stay safe, and wait for the storm to pass. This was a true test of community resilience. The drama didn't end with the snow. An Arctic blast swept in behind the storm. The deep snowpack reflected sunlight and radiated heat away, causing temperatures to plummet. On December 1st, highs struggled to reach double digits, with wind chills dropping to -20 in places. This level of cold can cause frostbite in just 30 minutes, and it's not a one-time event. More waves of frigid air are expected every 48 hours through early December. The region will remain locked in a deep freeze, with little chance for melting. The combination of deep snow and bitter cold increases the risk of hypothermia and strains power grids. After a mild autumn, winter has arrived with a vengeance. The landscape will stay frozen and wintry for the foreseeable future. This Arctic invasion has set a harsh tone for December. The Midwest and Great Lakes are now firmly in winter's grip. The story isn't over. This active jet stream pattern means more storms are on the way. Forecasters are already tracking another system developing in the southern plains, set to move northeast and tap into Gulf moisture again. The exact track is uncertain, but models suggest heavy snow could hit the Ohio Valley, Appalachians, or even the Great Lakes. Freezing rain and ice are possible along the I-95 corridor. Regardless of the path, another impactful winter storm is likely by midweek. Residents should prepare for more snow and difficult travel, and yet another system could develop next weekend, bringing more snow and enhancing lake effect bands. December is shaping up to be a busy month for winter weather. The current weather patterns suggest December will be cold and stormy for much of the country. Persistent blocking over the Pacific and a steady supply of Arctic air create a classic setup for an active winter. Storms will likely track further south as cold air deepens, increasing the chance for a white Christmas in many regions. The deep snowpack and more storms ahead make snow on the ground for December 25th, very likely in the Midwest, Great Lakes, and New England. While some models hint at a possible January thaw, for now, the focus is on the immediate cold and snow. The dominant pattern favors winter weather, and people should be prepared for a month that feels like the heart of winter. Arctic air and frequent storms will be the main story as the year ends. December 2025 is set to be a memorable one. This historic November snowstorm is just the beginning, a powerful opening for winter 2025-26. It's time for residents to prepare homes, vehicles, and emergency kits for a long, harsh season. The active pattern and steady supply of Arctic air mean more snowstorms are likely. Stay informed, adjust travel plans, and be ready for disruptions. The deep snow and cold will impact everything from heating costs to shipping and the environment. This is a return to an old-fashioned winter not seen in years. The message: preparation and vigilance are key. Winter has arrived early and with force, and the pattern is set to continue. By learning from this first storm and preparing, communities can stay safe and resilient. The winter of 2025 to 26 has begun, and it's making its presence known.